It's 3 a.m. We're in a deep sleep when it's rudely interrupted by the piercing sound of the quick reaction alert alarm. Will we be told to do the unthinkable? Will we be told to pull the trigger and shoot down an airliner full of innocent people? I'm Nick, or Rosie Steevenson. I'm co-founder of On a Mission. I was in the Air Force for just over a decade as a tornado navigator, or WISO, weapons systems officer. I then went on to become an instructor and mentor. I finally went on to developmental missile firing from the Tornado fighter jet, which is now in service with Typhoon.
My name is Helen Seymour. I joined the Air Force 24 years ago. I was the only female Typhoon pilot at the time on the whole force. I was selected to go on operations to free Libya from the grasps of Colonel Gaddafi.
We were one of the few all-female crews to fly together in the world, so something that was quite unique. Based upon our experiences of flying together in the military, we set up On a Mission to speak to organisations about challenges that they might face and how they can overcome them.
What a great situation that you find yourself in when you work with your best mate. You really understand each other. We've had that experience. We've grown up professionally together.
When you've got those skills, how do you transfer them to your business on a mission?
Part of the Air Force, what it teaches you to do is always take yourself out of your comfort zone and push yourself. I've needed a cool head under pressure. I've needed to have integrity, and I've needed to get things right first time. You get that authenticity of the trust and the shared experience.
You need a wingman who can spot those threats and spot those weaknesses to you before you even know they're there.
Anything that would deter, detract, or hinder you from either achieving your task or your individual target. Plan A never survives first contact with the enemy.
Every mission always ended with a debrief. We had a phrase, every day is a school day, and the day you stop learning is the day you die. What we want to do is really understand what your team's challenges are.
To acknowledge that challenges do exist.
Don't try and mould yourself to the situation, mould it to you.
We're a really good example of the fact that we did have different perspectives, but we used those to our advantages. I had navigators like Rosie literally putting their lives in my hands.
And this meant that trust was absolutely implicit between the crew.
My biggest lesson, it was actually dealing with a really difficult individual in my team.
It's not about being the best person in the room. It's about sharing this message and building a stronger team. It's recognising that sometimes barriers do still exist, and it's trying to break those down. We need to be pushing those boundaries, we need to be taking those risks, because if we don't do it, things will not change.
Because at the end of the day, you can only ever fight what you see. You don't rise to the occasion, you sink to the level of your training, and that is why we train so hard.